And now we turn our attention to college football recruiting in our great state. It never stops. It is year-round. The high school kids getting a look at, and Jordan Ham knows all, tells all, recruiting coordinator for Sports360AZ.com. We're brought to you by Venezia's Pizzeria. Great food at Venezia's. All right, let's start with Hamilton. There's been a lot of buzz about the Huskies and some transfers. It has now come out. 3 guys are on campus.
Yeah, 2 guys coming from the state of Colorado as well. Nico Marchiol, a national-level quarterback with the likes of Georgia, Michigan already offering him. From Colorado, Washington State, a lot of big-time programs already looking at him, and he picks up offers from Florida State as well as Michigan State. So he's a guy that I think is going to be a really big player for them, and one that I know Coach Z is excited about. Then Jack Howell, the safety. He's an athlete, can play all over the field. He comes from Colorado as well. He had an offer from Colorado State. They just reaffirmed that offer for him. So he is a dynamic athlete, can fill a lot of different roles. Kind of reminds me of a Brady Shuck type, where he can go and play a lot of different areas. And then Michael Masunis, coming up from Tucson, was over at Sabino High School, a tight end, 2022 tight end, and he makes his way up. No offers currently, but a lot of programs really interested in him, and you can already see the size and the skills developed with him.
Okay, this last weekend there was an Elite 11 quarterback camp. There's camps all over the place this time of year. One player, from my understanding, you were telling me about him off camera, Will Haskell, did very, very well. Yeah,
the quarterback for Ironwood. This is a guy who already has offers from Duke, Iowa State, Akron, as well as NAU, a very athletic quarterback, 900 rushing yards last year, but also takes great care of the football, 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He was at the Elite 11 LA Regional, and he was one of the top performers there. Greg Biggins was telling me athletically he performed so well, a 40-inch vertical, and also was tearing up defenses left and right. He picked up an offer a couple weeks ago from San Diego State, so things really starting to pick up for him as well.
You mentioned Bram Walden over at Saguaro a few weeks ago. Pac-12 jumps on him again.
Yeah, when you think of the Pac-12 and offensive linemen, one of the first programs you think of is Stanford. He picked up an offer from the Cardinal, obviously a big offer from him. He is a highly academic kid. Also picks up an offer from Mizzou and Michigan State as well, but I know that this was a special one for him. He's looking at the likes of Texas, of USC, of Oregon right now. So Stanford trying to get in the mix and mix it up with a couple of Pac-12 schools.
Okay, so sometimes some of you are very impatient in wanting your offers for your kids or your players if you're the head coach. Let's give you an example of how quickly things can change and how you just need to breathe a little bit. And this is over at Arcadia High School.
Yeah, Trey Brown, outside linebacker, defensive end, depending on how much he grows over the next couple of years. Didn't really have any offers about 10 days ago. Now he has 5 offers.
Wow.
And they came in very quickly. Montana State, the first one to pull the trigger on him. Then Washington State, NAU, Colorado State, and UNLV, especially those 3 last programs really trying to make an impact in the state of Arizona. But this is a guy that just lived in the backfield last year, 19 tackles for loss, 13 sacks. So he can certainly get to the quarterback, and now programs are starting to recognize that and pull the trigger on him.
Before I get you out of here, let's swing over to Queen Creek, the latest out there.
Yeah, busy time of year for Queen Creek. Hunter Barth and Isaiah Glass both picking up Power 5 offers. For Barth, it's Oregon and Washington State, a couple of big-time programs in the Pac-12 North. And then Isaiah has really started to pick up steam. We saw Washington State be his first offer, Oregon State as well in the Pac-12. Oklahoma State, Utah, and UNLV all pull the trigger on him. And one thing that he really talked about is a lot of these programs really like how athletic he is. He's really slimmed down with basketball season, so he has that body to certainly build upon, but he has that athleticism and quick feet.
Jordan Ham, he knows all, he tells all. You can see his content online at sports360az.com. Give him a follow on Twitter as well. That's this week's Venezia's Recruiting Roundup.